What's up, guys? It is Friday today, so I haven't been doing much live streaming, and I could blame it on the holidays and stuff like that, and I will partially do that. I hope you guys had a good Christmas and all that. But actually, the main reason is because just several days ago, I think it was last Thursday, just got the news that the club that I've been a resident at for the last 5 years and called home is coming to an end, and they're closing January 5th. So tonight is a bit bittersweet because tonight's going to be my final gig at my residency, which I've had a really good run there, and really just love the people, love the people that are part of the club, and love our group of people, and so I've been kind of trying to mentally prepare for that, and now I'm actually preparing the music and stuff like that today. Been doing some kind of special edits and mashups and different things, just to express things within my set. You know, I'm a very emotional player sometimes, so I usually like to send off a message. And since this is my last message to the club, I just wanted to make it kind of special. So for that reason, I've been a little bit negligent with saying hi to you guys. So if you guys got any questions, I would love to hear what you guys are planning for 2019. What did you accomplish this year in 2018? What didn't you accomplish that you hope to accomplish in 2019? And what are you going to do about it? What are you actually going to commit to? Because you can't just make a goal. Goals don't really work. They work for a few days, and then you get back into your regular program, unless you're making actual intentions and really committing to it, right? So for me, I've got several goals in a lot of different areas of my life, but music-wise, one of my goals is training a new group of people. January 2nd, we launch the Create an EP in 30 Days master course, and got a number of students that are joining for that. And I really love people taking a bunch of people under my wing and trying to be a guide into allowing people to finish release quality songs, many for the very first time. And then kind of sending them on their way and having this process be something that can last for decades to come. So they never really have to worry so much about finishing songs again. So that is always a goal for me when I launch these courses. I really dedicate a lot of myself to helping you guys, all of you guys who are committed to, you're investing time into me, you're investing money into me, and you're putting your trust in me. And, I take that very seriously, and that's why I cut off my launches at 100 students, because I can not possibly take any more than that with all the personal things that I do with each student in between all the classes. So that's one of my goals, obviously, is to make sure that all my students really, kick this year off the right way, and build their confidence from there. Some of my other goals, as you might be able to see, let me see if I can get it up there. Yeah, got myself a nice little blister there. I've been picking up and practicing the guitar a lot more. That many of you don't know, that was my first instrument way back in like 1989. My dad gave me a guitar, and I started a band, and kind of new wave and that sort of thing. And then I put the guitar down after several bands and projects and things like that to focus on electronic music around 1996 or 97. And I haven't done a whole lot of guitar stuff. I mean, I've done a couple little things, but I've always had full albums worth of ideas, that are guitar related, aside from my electronic stuff. So I'm wanting to revisit some of that and just improve some of my skills there. So that's going to be one of my my intentions. Not only becoming a better DJ and a better producer and getting that stuff done, but I wanted to revisit the guitar and really improve my skills. I'd like to 3x my abilities on guitar, because I've never been like a real proper guitar player. So I'm going to learn a little bit of basic theory, and I've spoken about being proud to kind of be a non-musician, and I still am. I still love that idea of discovery. I still love the idea of staring at an instrument and interpreting it differently than most trained musicians do. But because I've had enough time with the instrument to kind of know who I am, I think now is a good time to explore, some of what the guitar is capable of, in more of a standard way, and incorporate that into, how I play now. There's an album. So the first band I was in, like I said, we put out an album, way back when, but we had written songs that we had never released. A lot of demos were made, and then the band broke up before we released that. So for the last couple of years, I've kind of made that a pet project of trying to get this album together. And obviously I was hoping to get it together in 2018, and I just didn't commit to it. So I'm really committing to finishing that album, that project. It'll probably be a good somewhere between 10 and 12 songs. And I just want it to be really good. I hate it when a band comes back and they forget what they're about, and the music sounds nothing like what people might be somewhat familiar with. So I've got to go back and kind of retain some of that mentality as well. And I'm working with many of the original members of the band as well. So that's going to be a fun project that I really plan on taking seriously. I've never taken piano lessons, even though I got keyboards and stuff around. And I wanted to take some basic piano lessons as well. I'd like to be able to kind of sit at a piano and kind of improvise a little bit. I don't necessarily feel the need to be an expert or anything, but I do want to learn some of the basics so I can sit down and be comfortable, just coming up with some ideas. So that's another thing. Musically, I've got another music project that right now I'm keeping a little bit of a secret, but would like to put out a 4 or 5 song EP on that. What else? Obviously, I'm going to continue releasing the music that I'm known for, so I'll definitely get out probably at least 2 EPs in 2019 for the electronic music I'm known for. I have another project, another guitar-based project that I call Rockets of Desire that, I've been writing songs for that for a number of years, and I've recorded some demos. I want to take those more seriously. And finally, I'm wanting to do a little bit of touring, small tours, not like a big tour, but like 5 or 6 cities within the States, and I'd like to do a couple cities outside the States as well in other countries. So those are some of my goals. Those are some of my intentions. I don't just want to call them a goal. I've actually written them down. I'm actually going to review them consistently, and then each day, what I'm going to try to do each day is break my days down hour by hour. So each hour I kind of set a new intention. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do it like 50 minutes at a time. I kind of like the idea of doing 50 minutes, and then you get away for about 10 minutes to either just do basic stuff around the house that needs to get done so you feel more accomplished, or take a little bit of a break between. So each hour I set kind of a new intention on things. That way, maybe for 50 minutes I focus on my guitar. For 50 minutes I focus on learning some piano stuff. For the next, I work on some of my projects or what have you. So this way I'm keeping in line with all my goals. So I'm actually putting actions into it. I wonder how you guys are taking on your goals. I wonder what your goals are, what you are really committed to. Like, is it a goal? Is it like a dream goal that you're not really going, where you say, I hope to get this done? Or is your goal something where you're saying, I commit to getting this done, and this is how I'm going to do it? I'd love to hear, as we come to the end of the year, and we shouldn't really do this. We shouldn't wait till the beginning of a new year to really reflect on what we're doing, but it's just kind of something that we naturally do. So since that time has come, I'm really curious what you're going to do the same, what you're going to do differently, how you're going to commit in a way that will give you better results than you got last year. Let me know what's going on with you. Hopefully I'll have a recording of tonight's last set at my Beta nightclub residency, my final gig for that. So after I do this little live thing, I'm going to get back into putting my set together and doing some re-edits and stuff like that. Right now, it's kind of, I've got this scramble of ideas, right? Because all of this has kind of come to a head really quick. I didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare for last gig. And so my brain is kind of scrambling with loads of ideas. And what I've got to do is figure out which of those ideas are actually going to be cohesive so that it's not just kind of a clusterfuck set of me trying to throw everything into the kitchen sink. So that's where I'm at right now. Where are you guys at? Comment below. Let me know what's going on. I'd love to hear from you. I really appreciate this community. If you're in the Facebook group, we are over 26,000 people strong, which is just amazing for me. I mean, we've been doing this for a while, and I hope you guys are continuing to get value from this group. And if you're watching me on YouTube, you know that is growing as well. We're getting not too far from 30,000 subscribers. I mean, that's pretty huge as well. So I'm just really appreciative. I'm going to continue to put out the free content and just continue to share, what's going on with me. Like, I'm sharing stuff with my guitar. Actually, I'll show you my guitar here. I've had this guitar for, probably about 24 years or something like that. I've done a lot of shows with it. So yeah, every day I'm putting some time into just bettering my finger skills and my muscle memory and that sort of thing, and just trying to improve. And I know that's not electronic music, but this is the real me, and this is what one of the things that I'm doing on top of what many of you guys know me for. So yeah, you should be unashamed and not try to impress anyone with the things that you love. If you're into hardcore metal and you happen to make electronic music, well, don't hide that side of yourself. That's a side of yourself that makes you more interesting, and not one-sided. So that's what I had to say today. Not really a lesson or anything. I just wanted to let you guys know what's up, and I'd love to see a conversation started below this video. And I'll dive in and share more about what I'm doing, and I'd just love to see what you guys are doing as well. So with that, have a great one. I got to get back to editing tunes and all that sort of stuff. You guys are very appreciated. Have a good one.